Red Dragon, directed by Brett Ratner and released in 2002, is a psychological horror film that serves as a prequel to the iconic The Silence of the Lambs. The movie opens with the dramatic capture of Dr. Hannibal Lecter, played masterfully by Anthony Hopkins, who reprises his role as the brilliant yet terrifying cannibalistic psychiatrist. The film begins with a tense dinner party where FBI agent Will Graham, portrayed by Edward Norton, is a guest. Graham's instincts lead him to suspect Lecter of being a serial killer. The subsequent confrontation results in a violent struggle, leaving Graham severely injured, but ultimately leading to Lecter's arrest. This opening sequence sets the tone for the intense cat-and-mouse dynamic that will drive the narrative forward. As Graham recovers from his injuries, he retires from the FBI, seeking peace from the horrors he's witnessed. However, his respite is short-lived when his former boss, Jack Crawford, played by Harvey Keitel, persuades him to return for one last case. A new serial killer, dubbed the Tooth Fairy and played by Ralph Fiennes, is on the loose, and his gruesome murders bear a chilling similarity to Lecter's past crimes. The Tooth Fairy, whose real name is Francis Dolarhyde, is a deeply disturbed individual, wrestling with his own identity and inner demons. As Graham is drawn back into the world of criminal profiling, he reluctantly seeks Lecter's help, hoping to gain insights into the mind of this new killer. The relationship between Graham and Lecter forms the core of Red Dragon, as their interactions are fraught with tension and mutual respect. Lecter, now imprisoned in a high-security cell, is both a valuable asset and a dangerous adversary. He revels in the mind games, offering cryptic clues about the Tooth Fairy's next moves, while subtly manipulating those around him. The film delves into the psychology of its characters, exploring themes of duality and transformation, as Lecter and Dolarhyde both exhibit monstrous tendencies masked by a veneer of civility. Graham, meanwhile, battles his own demons, haunted by the fear that his ability to understand these killers may come at the cost of his own humanity. Ralph Fiennes delivers a chilling performance as Francis Dolarhyde, a character who evokes both fear and pity. His portrayal of the Tooth Fairy is nuanced, revealing the traumatic childhood that shaped him into a killer. Dolarhyde's obsession with William Blake's painting The Great Red Dragon and the Woman Clothed in Sun drives his transformation into the titular Red Dragon, pushing him further into madness. As Graham closes in on Dolarhyde, the film builds to a gripping climax, intertwining the fates of hunter and hunted. The tension mounts as Graham's investigation leads him to the brink of danger, culminating in a dramatic showdown that tests his resolve and ingenuity. Red Dragon concludes with a sense of closure, tying back to The Silence of the Lambs while standing on its own as a compelling narrative. The film's atmospheric direction, combined with its strong performances and intricate plot, creates a suspenseful experience that delves into the darkest corners of the human psyche. Ultimately, Red Dragon explores the thin line between sanity and madness, questioning the nature of evil and the cost of understanding it. The film leaves audiences with a lingering sense of unease, as Hannibal Lecter's parting words hint at his future interactions with another young FBI agent, setting the stage for the events of the cult classic that follows. The making of Red Dragon is filled with intriguing behind-the-scenes secrets that add layers to its chilling narrative. Directed by Brett Ratner, the film serves as a prequel to The Silence of the Lambs, and marks the return of Anthony Hopkins as the formidable Hannibal Lecter. Notably, the film's production involved the meticulous recreation of Lecter's cell to match the iconic look from The Silence of the Lambs. To ensure authenticity, production designer Christy Zia, who also worked on the original film, was brought in to craft an environment that would feel familiar yet subtly different, reflecting Lecter's earlier confinement. Additionally, the cast underwent rigorous preparation, with Edward Norton, who plays FBI agent Will Graham, immersing himself in criminal psychology to capture the essence of a tortured, brilliant detective. One fascinating piece of trivia about Red Dragon is its connection to the literary world. The screenplay, adapted by Ted Talley, closely follows Thomas Harris's novel of the same name, a fact that delighted fans of the book. However, few realize that Harris's novel had already been adapted once before in the 1986 film Manhunter, directed by Michael Mann. This earlier version featured a different tone and style, and while it gained its own cult following, it did not achieve the same level of acclaim as Red Dragon. Additionally, Ralph Fiennes, who plays AYS, the complex antagonist Francis Dolarhyde, took an unusual approach in preparing for his role by spending hours in makeup to perfect the character's eerie, tattooed body, which became one of the film's most striking visual elements. For those keen-eyed viewers, Red Dragon is sprinkled with Easter eggs that pay homage to its predecessors. One subtle nod includes the repeated use of the phrase quid pro quo, a throwback to the intense psychological exchanges between Clarice Starling and Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs. Furthermore, look closely, and you might spot the inclusion of certain props and set pieces that mirror those in the original film, creating a sense of continuity across the Hannibal Lecter cinematic universe. These details not only provide a richer viewing experience for longtime fans, but also engage new audiences by weaving a tapestry of interconnected stories. The psychological depth of Red Dragon is a pivotal component of its chilling appeal. The film delves into the mind of a serial killer, presenting Francis Dolarhyde as a deeply troubled individual whose traumatic past fuels his monstrous actions. Through Dolarhyde, the film explores themes of identity, power, and transformation, exemplified by his obsession with the William Blake painting The Great Red Dragon and the Woman Clothed in Sun. This obsession serves as a metaphor for Dolarhyde's internal struggle and desire for transcendence, offering viewers a glimpse into the complexities of a fractured psyche. The film's psychological tension is further amplified by the cat-and-mouse dynamics between Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter, showcasing the fine line between sanity and madness. In terms of impact and legacy, Red Dragon successfully revitalized interest in the Hannibal Lecter saga, paving the way for future adaptations and explorations of Thomas Harris's work. The film's success at the box office reaffirmed the enduring allure of Lecter's character and sparked renewed interest in the psychological thriller genre. Its influence is evident in the subsequent Hannibal television series, which delved even deeper into the character's origins and complexities. Moreover, Red Dragon solidified Anthony Hopkins' portrayal of Lecter as one of cinema's most iconic villains, ensuring his place in the annals of film history. Overall, Red Dragon stands as a testament to the enduring fascination with the labyrinthine minds of its characters and the dark corridors of human psychology. Its combination of faithful adaptation, meticulous production design, and powerful performances creates a captivating narrative that continues to resonate with audiences. By seamlessly merging psychological horror with suspenseful storytelling, the film not only honors its predecessors, but also carves out its unique place within the thriller genre. For those exploring the depths of human nature and the shadows that lurk within, Red Dragon offers a compelling journey into the heart of darkness.